So when I was growing up, I liked to do girly stuff. Girly stuff. Coach Greg, and today it's story time. I'm going to tell you about some stories of the past and see how it relates today and see if you think it makes sense that this is what happens or what should happen and so on. I want to start by going over the definition of gender role. So what the heck is a gender role? Like, I'm a guy and you're a girl, and or am I a circle? What does it even mean? The role or behavior learned by a person is appropriate to their gender, determined by the prevailing cultural norms. So what that means is, what should you do and act like if you're a guy versus a girl, based on where you were born? In certain countries is different than other countries. So some countries guys can do this, and others guys can do that, or girls can do this and that, and the circles are allowed to do that, but not this. Okay. So when I was growing up, I liked to do girly stuff. Girly stuff. So what? What's a girly stuff? What's a guy stuff? There is none. That's kind of the point of the video. There is no girl stuff or guy stuff. It's circle stuff. So when I was a kid, I liked to do circle stuff. You're saying, no, you like to do guy stuff or girl stuff. No, I like to do a circle stuff. Well, what does that even mean? Well, what it means is, to me, there is no guy stuff and girl stuff. You're saying, well, yes, there is. It's like you like to play with dolls and dress up. It's girl stuff. And guys, this play sports and tackle and fight and scream and punch each other in the face. Does that make sense? Oh, girls, they play with the Barbies, and the guys, they play with the G.I. Joes. It's dolls. We're all playing with little toys. Circles, we like playing with things, with objects. Does it matter if it's a Barbie or a He-Man or a She-Ra, or what does it matter? It's all stuff. So I'm 13, 14 years old. You go to school and it's like, hey, the guys, you have phys ed, the guys, you go play together, and girls, you go play together. Separate, because you're all different. The guys over there in gym and girls over there. And cooking class, the girls, you go do cooking here. And the guys will go into phys ed, and then when the girls go to gym, the guys, you're going to go do woodworking and do welding. And I'm like, I don't want to weld or woodwork. I don't have that skill. I want to cook. I love to cook. I want to go to cooking class. Can I switch? Can I go in the girls' class? Can I go do that? I want to play with, I want to do what the girls are. I want to do cooking. No, Greg, because you're a guy. You can't do that. Well, why not? That's what I really want to do. And I asked the principal, can I switch? Well, no, well, why can't, I want the girls in the class. Like, why can't guys and girls be playing together? Like, why do I have to just do that? Oh, it's not fair. Guys are better at sports, so they all have to play. I'm like, yeah, but that girl, she's freaking amazing. She can throw the ball harder than me. And that guy, he sucks. He can't do anything. Wouldn't it be better if he played with some of the girls, and he wants that sport, and I want to do some dance, and they all want to play basketball all the time and football. I want to dance. I just want to try to do some dancing. I'm not good. I want to learn that. And I want to cook. Nope, you can't do it because you're a freaking guy. Because I have a thing downstairs, I have to do woodworking. It's somehow relevant to if I want to be a mechanic or wood shop worker. And if I have something that I shouldn't be a chef, am I growing up because, were you telling me that like women need to do all the cooking and that the guys have to do all the woodworking and I can't be a chef or a cook? What? How is that fair? But no, Greg, you can't. It's just how it works. What am I? I'm a kid. I have no power. Next year. But then a woman in class, her name was April, and she said, hey, I want to do woodworking and welding. Oh, we better let her do it because it's discrimination against females if they can't do it. And I'm thinking, I literally asked the same thing, was told no, and then she asked it later, and they said yes. And it made the newspaper, it was big news, and I was thinking, but I want to go to cooking class. Did I get to go? No, but she got to go in a woodworking class. I'm not making this shit up. You think I make up stories? Do I sound like a liar here? Do you think that this didn't happen? It freaking happened. I couldn't believe it. I'm pissed off and I was like, I don't get it. And then you know what happened after that? Next year, you know what happened? There was no more this guys over here and girls over here. And we got to do both. We had half the year in woodworking and half the year in cooking. So change happens. It didn't change for me, and life isn't fair for everyone now, is it? It's not always fair, but it's improving, and now you can do both. I'm not 98 years old, I'm 45. This is like 36 years ago. So it's not like ancient history like before, but it was pretty old. There was no internet at school at the time. I remember the one day, though, they said, oh, for this one day, the guys, you're going to go into cooking. They wanted us one day so you learn how to turn a stove on. Maybe it's important. Maybe in the future, they might have to learn a stove on. So we had one day, and we made pizza. We got to make any pizza we want. I made a hot dog pizza. And I was so excited. It was the best day I got to cook. It was so exciting. Massive freaking hot dog pizza. Put so many I didn't eat healthy. I didn't know what health. I just eat. I didn't care. So I made the hot dog pizza, and I remember this day. Now it's 36 years later, and I still remember this. So you think that didn't have an impact on my life? And what did I do with my life? I made a freaking cookbook now, didn't I? Last I checked, I'm not known for making a freaking welding project. Never welded anything. Oh, and how did I do in that class, and in that welding course, and in that freaking woodwork thing? I got a 14 average. Parents didn't like it. And mom was his teacher at the school. Can you put incomplete instead of the average? Because it's embarrassing. He got a 14. I'd rather see incomplete. So I got incomplete. It took me 5 tries. That's right, 5. I remember crying a lot over this. 5 tries to pass the welding exam, to be able to use the welding machine. Pretty dangerous, this freaking flammable gas. I couldn't remember. It's technology. You guys see, do I have good tech skills? Am I known as somebody that has good technology skills? I have no technology skills. 5 tries it took to pass the test. Studied, I tried, did my best. I just couldn't learn it because I just wasn't smart enough in that area. Couldn't do it. 5 tries. What about in woodworking? We had to make a lamp. We had to drill a hole through the wood thing and then put the plug in to drill a hole up here and connect it and the whole thing. I couldn't pass the stupid test to do the freaking machine thing. It's too much for me. I'm struggling, can't do it. So I had to do it by hand. So I had the stupid Rolly machine, and I kept slipping halfway through, and I couldn't do it. It was too much of a hole. I practice every day, making a stupid hole every freaking day. Like 10 weeks we did this. 10. I'm hating my class. Hate it. How do I skip off? What room can I hide to? I'm going to go hide in that room over there. They won't see me. Did that every freaking class as much as I could. Hated every second of it. Hated school in that area. Hated it. Didn't want to do it. 14 average. Was I doing good? I said, I know, I'll drill the hole deep enough to put that freaking wire in. I glued it, passed it in, and I thought I got away with it. And then he went to put the light on, it doesn't work. Failed, thought I had it nailed. Couldn't do it. Wasn't good at, wasn't my thing. Not everyone is good at everything. Some people have certain things they're good at. Give me a math problem, figure it out. Athletic task, oh my goodness, I could do it. Learn about the human body, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for that, I can learn that. Not so much. But I couldn't do cooking, and cooking is what I wanted to do, and I made a cookbook. What class do you think would have been beneficial for me to learn at that age? I wanted to learn how to cook, and I really had passion for that. Didn't show it to me, and look what I did in the future. What about in sports in phys ed? I want to do cheerleading and dance and yoga and fun stuff like that is exciting for me. I want to shave my legs and ride a bicycle. I don't want to play football. I don't want to tackle you. I don't like that stuff. I don't want to get tackled and tackle you and get hurt and get punched in the face. It doesn't seem like a fun thing for me. Does that mean there's something wrong with me because I don't want to do what's traditionally accepted as being a manly thing, a tough guy thing, that I don't want to do that? And then I get even older and I go to university and I want to be on the cheerleading team and I join into the dance team and I'm having fun times and loving it. and I'm not on the football team. And they're making fun of you because you're on the cheerleading team and not on the football team. They're like, oh, look at all those muscles. Why aren't you playing football? Because I like cheerleading. Look at that guy in the aerobics class. He's the only guy, and he's doing Zumba, and he's probably gay. Yeah, he's gay, because why would he do that? And he works out, he shaves his arms and shaves his legs. He's probably gay. Good thing I didn't give a shit, because I just did what I wanted to do. But a lot of people don't dare. They don't want to do it. And then I became a phys ed teacher, and I'd go to school, and then I would go to teach class, and guess what? Guess what, kids? We're doing freaking ballet today. All the guys, I am not doing ballet. Why not? I'm doing ballet. What do you mean you're doing ballet? Why can't I do ballet? I'm a guy. What? I'm a guy. I'm going to do ballet. What are we doing tomorrow? Cheerleading. What? I'm like, I was a cheerleader. What? Teacher, you got a pink watch on. Yeah, because I like pink. But and they're like, what? Like, I'm the teacher, and I'm like, and I'm influencing these kids, and I'm like, I can do this, and I accept this, and this is fun, and we'll do dance, and we'll do cheerleading and yoga, and all kinds of different stuff. And didn't you know that so many of the girls that had been stifled for so many years, being forced to just play basketball and dodgeball and floor hockey and football, that they didn't have a brave enough voice to speak out, we want to do ballet. So what I did, I asked them all individually, what would you like to do? If you had one sport you want to play, what would you like to play? I would like to do ballet. That's amazing. We're going to do ballet tomorrow. And didn't you know that kid was a star ballet student that didn't play in phys ed because everyone made fun of them. They didn't think they were good. You're not good at sports. But the guy's a tough guy. Oh, yeah, you guys are all great. But then when they say, what the other teachers say, what sports you want to play? Basketball. And they yell it so loud, they have brave voices. And then what does the teacher do? Oh, basketball. Okay, we're playing basketball today. They didn't ask them one-on-one. They didn't know what everyone really wanted. So then we're doing ballet. And guess what? That kid's a star on that day. They're a superstar. They're amazing. Do you know how big of a deal that is for certain people? To be able to be a star, during that day, they got to do dance. They got to be the dancer to shine on that day and not be the one in the class that never got past the ball. You know how much that means to people to be able to do what they want? To be able to be the star that they were meant to be on that day, and they never had that chance. So give people a chance to be who they want to be, to do what they want. Of course, we're all selfish. We want to do what we want. We want to do what makes us happy. But do we want to do that at the expense of others? Do we not want them to have their day to be what they want to do? So another day, it's dress up day. And I say, hey, I'm going to dress up as a woman. I'm a teacher, go to school, dress up as a woman. So I go up to school and I got the wig and I got the makeup and I'm looking like a pretty good woman. And I go up to school and everyone's laughing, ha, 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 ha. And it's like, is it really that funny? I mean, I'm just dressed as a woman here. It's not a big deal. It's a dress-up day. It's a school. You have dress-up carnival, winter carnivals and stuff, and you're just having a good time. But imagine if you were one of the kids and you were thinking, I don't know if I'm a man, or I don't really know how I identify, I don't know. And you hear everyone laughing at the teacher, making fun of him for looking like a woman or dressing up as a female. How would you feel if you watched that, if you had that event? You might join along. Let's also, make fun of that teacher because, well, if I don't make fun of him and I say, actually, I think you look pretty good. What if the other classmates hear that and then their fingers, instead of pointing at the teacher and making fun of me, because I'm a school teacher, I have a lot of power, detention, bad. The students, they don't have that kind of power now, do they? They might be protecting themselves. So a lot of times the people who make fun of other people, they're doing that because they themselves they're the ones that are the most concerned. Somebody that might point the finger and say, you're gay, or you're not manly, or I don't know, don't talk about other men. You shouldn't talk about other men. You can't do that. You are a cheerleader. You shave your legs. You wear pink and you ride bikes. You didn't play football. You like to dance. You like to do aerobics. That's not manly. And they point the finger. Maybe that person you don't know, they might be so self-conscious that they're scared other people will point the finger at them and they don't know what to do. So they lash out onto other people. You don't know what people are thinking. So whenever you see something happen, whenever you're a witness to something, never just assume that that person is just a hater, that they're just hating. Be mindful of the situation other people are in, what they say, what they think, what they do, because there's so much underneath. There's so many layers. It's like you don't know what's really on the inside. People tell you what they think you want to hear, not what they want to tell you. Okay? It's like I usually say, I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. People tell you what they think you want to hear, not what they want you to hear. Probably what they want you to hear is a bunch of things they don't feel comfortable saying, a bunch of secrets. No one really knows who a person is because not many people are confident enough to put themselves out there because so many people are going to make fun of them or judge them. The world is so judgmental and it is so hard to be yourself. But I'm telling you, the more brave you become and the more you can be yourself, the happier you're going to be. It's not easy. It's tough because people are going to lash out. They're going to say things. But trust me, when I stopped giving a shit about what people thought, life got better. Stop worrying. Oh, they're going to make fun of me. They're going to laugh at my voice and you yell and it's going to, yeah. So what? They're going to say, oh, you're an HRT cheater, you're on steroids. So what? They're going to say, oh, you did this and did that and you thought this and you spoke this way and you don't agree with them. So what? And so once you stop caring about what all those other people think, imagine how much more fun your life is going to be because you get to be yourself. And yourself is who you should be. You should be proud of yourself and live your own life. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IB Pro. Blooping up 2 videos. And until next time, I'm out. They might be contemplating, is it worth being here anymore? I don't know. I don't like myself. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. They might be the one lashing out against other people to protect themselves because they're in fact hurting the most.